Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing fine with this pandemic. I really hope that you guys are staying safe and taking the right precautions. So I have been really trying my best to edit and film all the sets that I'm doing, just because I wanted to put some content out there, especially with a lot of countries being on lockdown, not having to go out and stuff. So I thought maybe I could keep you guys a little bit entertained, if that's the thing. Yeah. But anyway, the first thing that I did was basically I just pushed back the cuticles using my outer space cuticle pusher from Glitter Planet, and then I trimmed down the nails with my straight edge nail clippers. And then now I'm just going in with my skiver bit that I got from Atwood Industries. When you use this bit, you want to make sure that you keep that bit parallel to the nail bed, just so you don't get any rings of fire or you don't cause any damage to that nail. What this does is that it cleans any of that hanging, or not, it's like kind of dry hanging cuticle that is on the skin, on the nail. And by using this bit, it just creates a very nice canvas for you to work on. So as you can see on the film, she had a lot of that dry cuticle on her nail bed, and by using this bit, it just removed it and cleaned it very, very good. After that, I just used my cuticle nippers that I got from Glitter Planet, and these are called the outer space cuticle nippers as well. And those are very, very sharp, so I didn't have to use a lot of pressure while doing this. So I highly recommend them for people that are scared to trim those cuticles off, because I know it's quite intimidating and not a lot of people like to do this. But I only do this whenever I see skin hanging, or like when it's going a little bit whitish, which means it's quite dead. So never ever remove live skin. Only do this step when you see the cuticles turning really dry. You can feel them going rough, and then you can see the color changing to white. And yeah, it just really, by doing this, it makes your application a lot nicer, and that make the nails last a lot longer. Anyway, after that, I just used my 180 sanding band on a very low speed, so a number 3 on my Scion K35. And I'm just basically etching that nail plate. I'm removing any product that is still there, because I did do a soak off prior to all this. I did the soak off camera. I just wanted to do a full video on preparation. So this video is just me prepping all the nails. So I'm going to sculpt the nails rather than apply tips, just because I thought it would be something interesting and different. So let me know if you guys enjoy these types of videos. I also posted a video before this, which is basically no voiceover and music. And I just want to ask a general question. Do you guys prefer voiceovers, or do you prefer the ones that just have music but on the background, or no music at all? Let me know, please. But anyway, now I'm just using my galactic nail forms from Glitter Planet. These are the gorgeous holographic nail forms, and I basically just used my 2 hands to try and, roll kind of the nail form, and then just place it onto that nail. You want to make sure that you tuck that nail form right underneath that nail, just to make sure that it's very well in place, and that way that when you apply your acrylic, it will be on the right side where the nail is basically. So I'm just gonna let you guys watch, and then I'll come back to you with the acrylic application. One thing I want to say is that these nail forms are the easiest nail forms I've tried so far. They are very easy to work with. They have quite a good sticky layer on the back, so it sticks very good on the nail without having, the nail form sliding away from you while you're trying to work. So that's a bonus. And another thing as well, obviously they're very, very gorgeous. So it's aesthetically pleasing to look at basically. So that's a bonus. And then also they are very sturdy. So another thing is as well, when you actually have the acrylic on, it just goes on very, very good, and they are very extremely easy to apply. But anyway, now I apply my CJP dehydrator because I'm going to be using the one monomer from CJP to sculpt these nails. So I basically just dipped my brush in the one monomer from CJP, and then onto the powder, picked up quite a big bead of my clear acrylic, which I got from CJP as well, and it's called Crystal Glass. And then I just apply that first bead right in between where the natural nail and the form meet, and then just basically pat that product onto place wherever you want it. And then if you have it a little bit longer than what you want, just trim any excess product off to make it meet whatever you are looking for, basically. To make it meet whatever you're looking for, you know what I mean. But anyway, the brush that I'm using is Queenie from CJP, and yeah, I'm basically just, again, applying that product right in between where the natural nail and the form meets. And then I'm basically just dragging that acrylic, walking it down to wherever number I want. So these forms, I mean, I think every form has a guide to like numbers of how long or short you want the nails. So I'm basically just following the same guide. I think I'm going on a number 4 on every nail. I'm not too sure. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. So, and then also while I'm doing this, I also try and make sure to keep on wiping that product, so wiping the sides of that product as well as, you know, the tip, just to make it nice and straight and crisp. That way it minimizes filing. And this is the really, really good thing about forms, is that when you do this properly and you get your ratios right, where the acrylic is not too runny or doesn't dry too quick. So having a good ratio is essential. But when you have a good ratio and when you actually apply it very, very neatly, you minimize a lot of time filing and doing all the extra bits that you have to do with tips. Another thing as well that I like about nail forms or sculpted nails in general is that they feel so much lighter than your regular nail tips. So this client in particular, she came in her previous appointment, I think she broke her pinky or it came off, and I had to fix it. And I fixed it with forms, and she had never seen anything like this before, and the look on her face was priceless. I mean, she was shook, you guys. So she was like, please, on my next set, I want a silk off and all my nails sculpted. So I thought it was a cool idea for me to just record it and show you guys how I do these. But yeah, it actually did minimize a lot of time and effort as well, and it was fun just doing it. And again, looking at her reaction was priceless. So I highly recommend you give sculpting a go, just to see, because I know a lot of people may prefer sculpting to tips, and then vice versa. Some people just prefer tips in general, but I do think, you know, just give it a go. And one monomer I would actually really recommend with this is the one monomer, or the 1.2 by CJP, because you can just work really, really good with that product without having to worry about it drying too quick, or even just, you know, sliding around and, you know, bleeding onto the cuticle or wherever. I am aware that I'm putting that product right in between the nail and the natural nail and the form. But in general, when you use any of those two monomers that I've mentioned, the first bead that you apply does not bleed onto the cuticle, and it doesn't just move around everywhere. So I do recommend that for sculpting. So now I am basically just removing all of the forms very, very carefully, because you don't want to drag too hard. So yeah, remove them very, very carefully. And then after that, before removing them, actually, you don't have to remove them. You can just carry on doing your design. But as you can see, because I've not done this for a long time, they were a little bit on the thicker side, not too thick though, but I wanted them very, very thin. So I did take them off and then reshaped all of the nails. And then as you can see, the pinky has like a little bump in the middle. So I will come back with my crosscut bit from Atwood Industries, and it's just like a sanding band. So it's like a diamond bit that is basically made as a sanding band. So you can use it on the natural nail as well, but I just basically used that crosscut to smoothen out yeah, to smoothen out the surface of that nail. Okay, you guys, so basically this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. As you can see at the bottom right of this screen, there's a subscribe button. So if you just click on that, you will make my day, and that will be amazing. And yeah, you can be part of the Lukiinails squad. But anyway, I will leave a picture towards the end to show you how crispy those nails look. And I hope you guys again enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video.